lot for him to discuss, as one of the things is the Phase 1 Gaza peace deal. It is now underway, and the government shutdown, well, that is still in effect, and it is day 10. Welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Dana Perino. Bill is off, and Aisha is my co-pilot.
Thank you for having me. I'm Aisha Hasani. Just a little bit on his plate today, not a lot. And we are keeping a very close eye on this shutdown happening on Capitol Hill. It is affecting a lot of federal workers. House Republican leaders are about to speak as Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is facing backlash for celebrating the political stalemate, saying it gets better every day for his party. Every day this drags on. President Trump, though, blasting Democrats for hurting everyday Americans.
Yeah, I blame the Democrats. They ought to call their local Democrat representative, whether it's a senator or a congressman, and it's their fault. I mean, they admit it's their fault. They campaigned on the fact that they'd never shut down the country, but they wanted to shut it down.
Chad Pergram is on the Hill, and he can catch us up. Hi, Chad. Good morning.
Dana, good morning. You can bet that the government remains closed until at least the end of next week. The Senate is out until next Tuesday. Test votes continue to fail, and President Trump is still threatening to penalize Democrats with cuts.
A little bit worse as it goes along, and we'll be making cuts that will be permanent. And we're only going to cut Democrat programs. I hate to tell you. I guess that makes sense. They wanted to do this, so we'll give them a little taste of their own medicine.
Republicans claim that Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is treating federal workers as pawns. Schumer said it was getting, quote, better for Democrats the longer the shutdown lingers. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries dodged a question about Schumer's comment. Do you believe, as Republicans suggest, that that's a calloused remark, that this is kind of a scorekeeping going on here?
House and Senate Democrats have been completely aligned, and we've taken a principled position in defense of the health care of the American people.
Tension remains high at the Capitol. It's a shutdown smackdown as members verbally fought with each other in the halls. At least one Democrat tried to make a political point by showing up outside the Speaker's office.
Are you worried about the tensions rising and that something like that might be interpreted as, bringing up the volume when people are trying to find a solution here?
I'm not here in a confrontational way at all. I would like to engage in a productive way where we can make progress on behalf of the American people. I think that's what everyone's waiting for. That's what everyone wants right now.
Now, the Senate takes a 9th test vote on Tuesday on the same things which have failed before. Workers will miss paychecks next week. That's why the GOP believes Democrats will finally relent. Dana?
We'll see. They have that big protest next Saturday, and so they might be waiting for that. Chad, thank you. More on this with Fox News Sunday anchor Shannon Bream. So good to have you here. Speaker Johnson, he'll be one of your guests on Sunday, but he said this yesterday. Watch.
Oceans are high. People are upset. I'm upset. I'm a very patient man, but I am very angry right now because this is dangerous stuff. And so, is it better for them probably to be physically separated right now? Yeah, it probably is.
You've been through many shutdowns, Shannon. Is this one striking you differently in any way?
By the way, we should note that's angry Speaker Johnson.
Yes, I know.
It's
I
still
just
pretty controlled. By
exactly
DC standards,
Right.
But for him, he has reached, you feel like that breaking point here of just total frustration. You guys know, having lived, worked in Washington, covered Washington, it's all about a couple of things here. Usually the optics of what's going on and the next election. And right now, Democrats seem to think both of those things are working in their favor. The minority leader in the Senate had to say, Chuck Schumer, about every day this gets better for us. That's probably a line he would have liked to retract, rethink the way that he expressed that, saying they do think the optics of this are getting better for them. But, we'll press the Speaker on Sunday about where the off-ramps are, if there are any, and we hope to have a Democrat voice I would like to announce very shortly for you, who I think will be an interesting counter to that interview, too.
I think, unfortunately for Americans, it is such a political game, these things, unfortunately. This is Vice President Vance at the cabinet meeting talking about the success they just had in the Middle East. And there's Speaker Johnson with his really daily briefing now on the shutdown. But this is Vice President Vance talking about this big win that they just had in the Middle East and how the country could be doing better had it not been for the shutdown. Listen to this.
While we're all celebrating this incredible success that we've had on the world stage, the country could be doing so much better if Chuck Schumer did his job and opened the government. We just need 5 more Democrats to come to their senses and let the people's government serve the American people. I hope that they'll do that.
Hey, Shannon, stand by because we're going to go to Speaker.
But it's like he's trying to run a one-man band out there. Behind his seat. And leave comments below. This is a make or break season for. He's got an impact. Good morning to all you beautiful people out there across lands of YouTube. We're going to dive into a lot of conversation today. As you know, we got our main event headlines right here on the computer screens. Then we're going to talk about this, the Nobel Peace Prize, Donald Trump, a lot going on, Letitia James, wow, indicted on charges. Let's dive into it right now. People in the building right now, it is Friday, baby, the 10th. Welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. And we got a lot to talk about today. People coming to the building right now. If you're a Trump supporter, then put Trump in the chat right now. If you're not a Trump supporter, then put impeach right now, because apparently you must not like him. But if you do love him, put his name in the chat right now. I'm going to see how you guys are feeling. We're going to dive into a lot of conversation. Yes, I'm going to make sure I message all my beautiful people in here today. There's a lot of changes to the show. You're going to see a lot of different dynamics, a lot of different changes. You're going to see a lot of things, a lot of people coming on the show. We're going to be live on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, even LinkedIn, for God's sake. It's going to be live even in the horizontal, vertical form, everywhere. Heading into next week, there's some major changes we got for you on the show. So let's dive into it right now. Shout out to the 200 people in the building right now. If it's your first time watching, ladies and gentlemen, smack that like button, subscribe right now. And you guys know the new people that come into the show first. Right now, give you guys a chance to make some money. If we get to 100 likes, in the next 30 seconds, I'll give $100 out to a lucky person in the chat. Moderators, take a look at it right now. Christina, Tracy, Pimple Mama, Candy, Chrome, people that come into the chat right now. Lala, we love and appreciate you. If you're in there right now, let me know. If we get to 100 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky one of you $100 right now in the chat. See that subscribe button right there? Hit that like button, subscribe right now. Let's dive into it. And let me get you to the headlines before we dive into the conversation we got to have. First things first, Trump loses the Nobel Peace Prize to Venezuelan leader Maria. Now, my question to you guys in the chat right now is, Venezuela had a lot going on. I get it. But Trump has been doing a lot too. We're going to talk about that in just 1 second. Letitia James, formally indicted on mortgage or bank fraud charges. And we all know Letitia James, she was on Trump's back on a daily basis. She said, nobody's above the law. Well, we're going to find out about that. James Comey continues to fight the court battles after lying to Congress. Again, on the Democrat side, now the things have changed. Flip the script, and now they're like, hold on a second, right? When they try to get Trump 34 felonies. Was he guilty? Was he not? I'll leave you guys, let me know in the chat. Next thing, Rutgers University professor flees the country after the campus calls him out. The students are like, wait a second, this guy wrote books on Antifa. He flees the country. This is a professor at a university. Trump has been saying that. Things are coming out. Now, Trump pushes Chicago leaders right now to start helping in Chicago and fixing some of the crime, or they could be facing jail time for not defending the people of their city. We're going to talk about that. And last but not least, before we dive into the videos right now, people in the building, almost 400 people in the chat. Make some noise! Listen, before I dive into this right here at the bottom with the Nobel Peace Prize, all the stuff going on, you guys got to hear it today. Giants beat the freaking Eagles last night. You guys see that game? I'm just saying. Giants were shitty for a long time. They're bouncing back with Dart out there. Saquon Barkley, just couldn't get it going. A lot going on there, baby. Wow. Jalen Hurts out there. Let's get into it right now. People in the building, if you're watching live as we approach 500 people in the chat, here we go. I'm about to show you some clips right now. Smack that like button. Subscribe right now. Lucky person going to make some money today. Our goal is to get to 76,000 subscribers. Let me get to this clip as we get started with what actually is going on out there. Trump, let's dive into it. Let's talk about it.
We have a lot of things that we're going to eliminate and permanently eliminate. One of the things that we have is some advantage.
The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado.
should be able to get the Nobel. I said, I stopped 7 wars.
They will
never give me a Nobel Peace Prize.
The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado.
You should be able to get the Nobel. I said, I stopped 7 wars. They
Really
will
thought-
never give me a Nobel Peace Prize.
Here's the thing, people in the chat right now. Trump has been fighting wars constantly, trying to stop these wars. Whether he gets a war stopped or not, it's about your heart. It's about your goal. It's about what you're trying to go for. People in the chat, if you're with me right now, let me know. If you're a Trump supporter just coming in, put Trump in the chat right now. If you disagree, then put no and put impeach. I want to know how you feel right now. People come to the chat. I'm about to show you some shit I know you haven't seen. You're talking about someone who's dealing with Russia, dealing with Ukraine, dealing with Gaza, Israel, Hamas, like all these things going on. Venezuela, right? You're talking about people in Mexico, the ships coming over here, stopping them, bringing drugs over here, all this stuff, right? Trying to say, hey, look, we don't need this in our country. You don't need it in your damn country, right? When I look at this in a roundabout picture, I'm like, I got to tell you, I kind of like what the man is doing. Listen, it doesn't have to be Trump. It can be anybody in there. If they're doing what he's doing, I'm like, you know what? Taking the effort to do this and get out there and try to stop this shit, having Putin flying in, then you got Zelensky flying in, say, look, I know you don't want to give up that piece of land, right? You know, look at Israel. Israel did the same shit out there. Gaza got a little section right there for the Muslim people. People from Palestine are coming in. At the end of the day, you got to give a little to get a little. And I'm just saying, I think Trump is trying to solve a lot of problems at once. They give the freaking, listen, I'm not saying that Maria out there in Venezuela wasn't doing her thing. I'm not saying that she was a notable person. I'm not saying that she wasn't a good person. I'm not saying that she didn't try for her country and try to do some great things. Do you think Maria out there in Venezuela is doing more than Donald Trump as he's talking to all these different leaders trying to cause peace? In the chat, I just got to know right now. By the way, if you're watching the building right now, if we get to right now 76,000 subscribers, all we need right now is 140 people. If we get to that next 30 seconds to give a lucky person $200 in the chat, all you got to do is hit that damn like button, subscribe right now, and you'll see that shit go up. I'm getting ready to shout all you guys out in the chat in just 1 second. I see people now coming in, subscribing. Here we go, baby.
New subscriber.
Now you know what we're talking about. Let's get it going right now. Now let me move into this piece of the pie I want to dive into. These are some of the messages that we're getting about this whole Nobel Peace Prize that didn't work out for Trump. And let's take a look at this real quick.
Obama got a prize. He didn't even know what he got. He got elected, and they gave it to Obama for doing absolutely nothing but destroying our country. No, he was not a good president. The worst president was Sleepy Joe Biden, but Obama was not a good president. How many months after he won the election, then they gave him the Peace Prize, right? Obama got a prize. He didn't even know what he got. He got elected, and they gave it to Obama for doing absolutely nothing but destroying our country. No, he was not a good president. The worst president was Sleepy Joe Biden, but Obama was not a good president. How many months after he won the election, then they gave him the Peace Prize, right?
It was right after he was elected.
My election was a much more important election.
I got to ask you guys, I don't care if you're Republican, if you're in the chat right now, are you Republican or are you a Democrat? Drop it in the damn chat right now. If you're coming into the building right now and you got shit to say, you got shit to get off your chest right now, drop it in the damn chat. Are you Republican or are you a freaking Democrat? Because we want to know. We want to know what's going on. Yeah, you see the studio. A lot is changing in here. I know. A lot of crazy shit. We're going to be in vertical. We're going to be all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere, LinkedIn, everywhere here coming up in the next few days. And live callers coming. There's a lot of shit that's been changing in the building. You can see we're in this new studio. What I'm saying is this. In the chat right now, Republican or Democrat, drop it in there. Here's why I'm asking this. Because it takes a certain amount of criteria, a certain amount of things you got to do as president, right, to get the Nobel freaking Peace Prize. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you new subscribers coming in the building.
New subscriber.
And if it's your first time in the building, let me know. Say it's my first time here for the animal video. Say Republican, leading independent. I see you in the building right now. I appreciate you coming into the show for the first time. I see all you guys coming in. I'm going to say all your names in just 1 second. Rock fan, JP, Kai, Robin. Who else in the building? Jamie, my eyes are bad. Pam, RB in the building. How you feeling? Lori, how you feeling? Everyone in the chat, where are you based as you're coming in? Drop your states in the chat because there's a lot of things. There's Republicans, there's Democrats, and there's where are you based at? Drop your states right now. I'm down here in Miami, Florida. Drop it right now in the building. Texas woman, I appreciate you coming to the chat. Let me see. Chan, if I say your name's wrong, it's because my freaking eyes are shitty. You know, I got my glasses off looking, I can't see the shit. Welcome to the show. So obviously Trump's not happy about the situation, right? Maria Corina Machado is like, oh, you get it, right? It's like, what did she do to earn the Nobel Peace? I'm not saying that she wasn't great at what she did. I'm not saying she wasn't working hard. I'm not saying that she wasn't a part of something big and like, man, she's making changes and helping people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is on a big stage, we're not talking national, we're talking global. The Nobel Peace Prize is supposed to go to somebody out there that's making massive changes. I know they're trying to create world peace. That's a question we got to say. But who's out there trying to stop wars the whole time? It's not like Trump wants Russia and Ukraine to keep fighting. It isn't like he wants Hamas, you know, and having problems in Gaza and having problems with Palestine and Israel. He's trying to stop that war. They made it national and global news. They made it national and global news when he did stop that war. When they're trying to come to the situation right now, I showed this clip. This is what we were talking about yesterday. Like, they're thanking Trump for this. Look at this.
Have agreed the first stage in a peace plan for Gaza, paving the way for a ceasefire and the release of the remaining hostages in exchange for Palestinian detainees. The Israeli cabinet will vote on this first phase later today. Then a ceasefire will go into effect officially. A minimum of 400 aid trucks a day will enter Gaza. On Friday, Israeli troops...
400 aid trucks a day? Listen, people, I got a business involved in this too. I got shipping business. That shit is damn near impossible to do. They're getting it done. Do you think that... I'm asking you guys this question, people in the chat, Republican, Democrats in the chat right now. Do you think Joe Biden or Kamala Harris would be doing this? I'm just asking you right now. And look, I'm not knocking them. I'm not saying they should be flying over there stopping wars. I'm just saying, do you think Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, or any, like, who else they got on that side? Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton. I mean, you're going on. Do you think they're going to go out there and stop wars like what Trump has been trying to do? And look, I know he said, I'm going to stop the war on day one. Yeah, I get he didn't stop the war on day one. I understand that. What Democrats going to say? He didn't stop the war on day one. Yeah, I know he didn't stop the war on day one, but he got it there. He's on the phone. He's chasing it. He's setting up meetings. They're flying in. He's sitting down with two people. Let's get together. World leaders on a big stage are sitting there together. Guys, if you're watching live in the building right for the first time, smack that damn like button, subscribe. We're diving into some big time shit right now as we approach 1,000 people in the building right there. Listen, people, we got to get to 76,000 subscribers right now. We got some big time guests coming on the show. And let me tell you something, some big time athletes coming on the show, and they want to talk their views on politics. I'm talking white people, black people, Spanish people, Hawaiian people. They're going to come on the show and they're going to be announcing shit that you have not seen. So if you're in the building right now, smack that damn like button and subscribe. I'm taking a look at it. Moderators, who are we going to give out some money to today? We got some lucky people, and we got the wheel over. The wheel is back in business. We're going to start spinning that wheel and giving out some money to some lucky people that are in the audience. So make sure you join the show right now. Hit that notification bell because we're going to be live everywhere, baby. Let me get to this right now. Let's take a look at this clip here.
The Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 goes to a brave and committed champion of peace, to a woman who keeps the flame of democracy burning amidst a growing darkness. The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado. She is receiving the Nobel Peace Prize for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy. As the leader of the democratic forces in Venezuela, Maria Corina Machado is one of the most extraordinary examples of civilian...
Let me ask you this shit, though. Does anybody even know who Maria Machado is? Like, I know we got to talk about some shit in the building, people coming in going, hey, is it a popularity contest? Sometimes it is. You know what I'm saying? By the way, we need 2 more freaking subscribers. We're 1,000, 1,100 people in the freaking building.
Make some noise!
And if you're stressed out sitting at home right now, sit back and do what?
Smoke weed every day.
Do what the hell you got to do is all I'm saying. I'm looking at the chat right now, seeing all these beautiful people coming into the chat right now. Now that we got some new people in the building right now, put Trump in the chat right now. Trump or impeach? How you feeling about it right now? Here we go, 75,900, baby.
New subscriber.
As we approach our 76,000 subscriber mark, we're pushing 100,000 people. We're going to have some amazing guests on the show. If you just joined us for the first time in the chat right now, put first time in the building right now. And yes, I did. Give me 1 second, people, while I take a look at it right now. Give me 1 second while I take a look at this right now, while we get back to the building right now. Give me 1 second. Here we go. We're back in the chat. We're back in the chat right now. Let me see what's going on. Here we go. Here we go. We're back in the building right now. Are we live again? Are you guys seeing us back in the chat? Here we go. Here we go. All right, we're back. We're back. There was a temporary disconnection. I apologize. We're back in the building right now. I apologize for that. Everybody that's back in the chat, let them come back in right now. Now that we're coming back in the damn building, I sincerely apologize for that little bit of an outage we had right there. I'm so sorry about that. If you don't get disconnected, make sure you subscribe right now. Brandon Mason Show. Subscribe now. Smack that like button because you're not going to want to miss what we're talking about. And what I'm telling you is this. To all the people, we just had over 2,000 people in the chat. I apologize. The shit cut out for a second. Here's what I'm saying. I am not going to come on here and say bullshit and give you smoke and mirrors. I'm going to tell you the damn reality. Here's the reality. You could be big in your state. You could be big in your country. But if you're not global, if you're not a massive leader, and you're not in the popularity contest, the Nobel Peace Prize doesn't make a lot of sense because you know why? No one even knows what you did. In order for people to know what you did. Now, some people love Michael Jackson. Some people don't. Some people like LeBron James. Some people don't. But these are global people, right? Michael Jackson no longer with us. Some people say he's still alive. You know, conspiracy theorists out there. But we take a look at Trump. You're talking about a global figure doing global things. Do you think Maria Machado is stopping wars with Gaza? Do you think Maria Machado is stopping wars going on, obviously, with Russia and Ukraine? Do you think she's attempting to do that? Do you think she's handling any of that? That's why my point is, I'm being honest with you. If you ask me, shout out, hold on in the chat right now. Karen, we greatly appreciate you.
Make some noise!
Shout out to Karen in the build. Everybody watching live, put Karen in the chat right now. Say what's up to Karen. Thank you. We greatly appreciate you. Shout out to Christina working that new job back in the building again. Candy, appreciate you. Love and appreciate you joining our damn show. Big Bill, prayers out to you. A lot going on. Pimple Mama taking care of you out there in the building. People that are coming in here right now, the reason why I say this, whether you love Trump or hate Trump, I'm explaining this to you. And in the chat, why I say this, I want you to put love Trump in the chat or put impeach. Don't put hate. We don't want to see hate. Put love Trump or put impeach in the chat. Here's why I'm saying this. This guy wakes up every single day. He's got people that love him. He's got people that don't like him, right? Could hate him or whatever, right? Almost got assassinated several times, right? Some people say that's conspiracy as well, but he got shot in the ear. Some people said he didn't really get shot in the ear. Well, I was watching it live. I thought he got shot, right, in the ear. I mean, getting out there for our country, everything is America first. America first, right? When you talk about getting a Nobel Peace Prize, you talk about stopping wars, being friendly with people. I get it. Creating, friendships or components where you make connective. I get all that. But the reality is our own country over here in America, okay? Who's in USA? If you're in USA right now, put USA in the chat. If you live in the USA, damn it, put USA in the chat. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. I don't care who you love and hate. In the chat, put USA. If you're from another country, then put your country in the chat. We want to see right now where you guys are based. Super important to do that right now. When I sit back and I look at what this man has done in the amount of time he's been there, going through a shutdown, going through even in his last 4 years when he was there, we had the coronavirus. All this shit happened. It wasn't his fault. Now, Democrats are going to be like, that's Trump's fault. That's not Trump's fault. It wasn't Biden's fault. This happened, and people are like, from China, whatever, it happened. We're trying to stop that shit, right? But our own country's borders, wide open, people pouring in here. Trump's like, we're stopping that shit. He did it, right? A Nobel Peace Prize goes to someone who wants to stop wars, stop violence, going out there to Chicago, sending troops to Chicago. The Democrats are like, we don't need you. Trump's like, yeah, we do. We're going to stop this shit. We don't want crime. We want to stop violence. We want to create peace out here. People walk around, go to restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, this is someone creating peace. Someone who's trying to create peace, right? In the chat, I know there's some lovers of Trump and there's some haters out there, right? In the chat right now, if you're watching live, drop your age in the chat right now. Shout out to the 1,200 people in the freaking building right now.
Make some noise!
By the way, we are only 71 subscribers away from 76,000 subscribers, on the way to 100. You guys running it up right now in the damn chat if you're watching live in the damn building. Put your ages in the chat right now. This is important. This is important. Put your age in the chat. Don't be scared. I don't care if you're 18. I don't care if you're 99. Put it in the chat. If you're over 100, God bless you. I don't have many people I know over 100. There's like one person, and they're fighting every day. You know what I'm saying? Love and appreciate you. Put your damn numbers in the chat. How old are you? Don't be lying people coming here saying, oh, I'm still 34. No, you're not. You're 54. Drop it in the chat right now because we love and appreciate you. If you're a senior citizen, then put SS in the chat, senior citizens. You know what I'm saying? We love and appreciate you right now. Let's get some of these videos real quick I'm going to dive into because some of this is like, I don't know. Let's take a look at this one real quick.
The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado. She is receiving the Nobel Peace Prize for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy. As the leader of the democratic forces in Venezuela, Maria Corina Machado is one of the most extraordinary examples of civilian courage in Latin America in recent times. Ms. Machado has been a key unifying figure in a political opposition that was once deeply divided, an opposition that found common ground in the demand for free election and representative government. This is precisely what lies at the heart of democracy, our shared willingness to defend the principles of popular rule, even though we disagree. At a time when democracy is under threat, it is more important than ever to defend this common ground.
I take a look at that, right? Again, I go, I don't know who that is. I'm not saying she didn't do a good job. I don't know who that is. If she did all this amazing shit on blast, the Nobel Peace Prize is a global situation. We don't got to take it to freaking Mars, but we can take it on Earth. Okay, what are we doing on Earth here? She's helping Venezuela. What is she doing? Now, no disrespect to her. God bless her. But I mean, really, Trump is doing all this shit, and we saw what he had to say about it. People coming in here right now for the first time. If you didn't see what he had to say, take a look.
Obama got a prize. He didn't even know what he got. He got elected, and they gave it to Obama for doing absolutely nothing but destroying our country. No, he was not a good president. The worst president was Sleepy Joe Biden, but Obama was not a good president. How many months after he won the election, then they gave him the Peace Prize, right?
The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado.
You should be able to get the Nobel. I said, I stopped 7 wars.
They will
never give me a Nobel Peace Prize.
Trump did stop wars. Let's just call it like it is. He did stop wars. Is he stopping every war? Maybe not. Is he going to stop every war? Will he stop Russia, Ukraine before he gets out? Maybe not. But the damn reality is, people in the chat right now, let's be honest, everybody. Let's be honest right now, everyone that's in the chat. Do you think he deserved it over Maria Machado? That's all I'm asking right now. If you think he deserved the shit, shout out to the 1,500 people in the damn building right now. If you're sitting here watching the show right now, smack that like button, subscribe. We got a gift going out to a lucky person today. Make sure you hit that damn like button, subscribe. You must be a subscriber to win. I'm looking at the chat right freaking now. If, in fact, you think Trump should have won, put Trump in the chat right now. And if you don't, then put no. I'm looking at the damn chat right now live. I got a big ass screen right here. You can kind of take a look at my studio. I got this screen here. 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 I got a lot of shit going on, people. I got more cameras going to be circling the studio so you can see a lot of what I'm looking at as well. There's a lot going on downtown Miami. Holy shit, it's going crazy. people in the building right now. I see a lot of people coming in the building. A lot of people saying no. A lot of people saying Trump. A lot of people saying yes. A lot of people saying no. A lot of people saying Trump. In the chat again, put it again. Right now, again, put Trump or put no one more time, because I'm seeing the fly. I'm trying to get a nice situation going on where I can see realistically how you guys really feel. A lot of Trump. Okay, I see it right here. I see it right here. A lot of people saying no. A lot of people coming to the building. Oh, there comes the freaking messages, baby. If you're watching live right now, you better hit that like button, subscribe. I got some amazing athletes coming on here. They're going to start talking about this now that the studio is finally up and running better. We got a lot more going on here. It's getting a little better. We're going to be horizontal, vertical on all social media platforms. I want you guys to know that. We're going to be live on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere at once. So it's going to get pretty out of control. I'm not going to lie. And I got more guests coming on and co-host. My question to you guys, though, is if she won, what did she do more than him? That's the question. She did a great job, maybe. Maybe she didn't piss anybody off because she was kind of quiet or, whatever. But at the end of the day, a Venezuelan leader over Donald Trump, I don't know. I find that to be a little bit, a little subjective. Now, in the chat, we got another thing to talk about. We're talking about the Nobel Peace Prize, and a lot of people in the building right now hating on Trump, loving Trump, whatever. Why don't we dive into the next piece of conversation? Okay? How about this? Letitia James, mortgage fraud. In the chat right now. Who's happy about this one? Who is happy about this one? And I'm asking you because, look, she said nobody's above the law. Nobody's above the law. She used that all the time, right? So let's get started on this one because they're saying her ass is in hot water. And we're talking boiling hot water. Who's happy? Yes, allegedly. That's correct. Allegedly. Brandon in the chat, we appreciate you. Let me get over here. Let me read that message real quick. Hold on a second. Let me pull up on my bigger screen right here. And we appreciate the freaking super chat coming in the damn building, baby.
Make some noise!
Eric wasn't the deadline for 2025. January 31st, meaning all nominations for him are for 2026. I may be wrong, but I think it's 2026. But he should have won. You guys agree right there with that? Do you guys agree with that? Said that it's coming in 2026 for him, but he should have won. How do you guys feel about that right now? You know what I'm saying? But we're getting into Letitia James right now. Who is happy about this? Put yes in the chat right now. If you want to see this, you want to see it go to the fullest extent. I'm not saying get her in trouble for no reason. I'm saying she was always like, hey, she's always against Trump, fighting Trump for every damn thing, every tooth and you guys know what I'm talking about, right? I'm not saying Trump's perfect. I'm just saying she was fighting him for every tooth and every nail all the time. And now, guess what? Now shoes on the other foot. She's like, I didn't do anything. I messed up on accident. How do you guys feel about it? Let's take a look.
To do his bidding. All because I did my job as the New York State Attorney General. These charges are baseless, and the president's own public statements make clear that his only goal is political retribution at any cost. The president's actions are a grave violation of our constitutional order and have drawn sharp criticism from members of both parties. His decision to fire a United States attorney who refused to bring charges against me and replace them with someone who is blindly loyal not to the law, but to the president is antithetical to the bedrock principles of our country. This is the time for leaders on both sides of the aisle to speak out against this blatant perversion of our system of justice.
Here's what I don't get. She's out there saying all this shit, and I apologize. They're fixing the system here as I'm live in the building. They're fixing some of the network in our live stream here. They're fixing the internet. AT&T's been on and off. You guys know how it is, but it's almost there. Listen, people in the chat, we are 31 subscribers away from 76,000. Smack that like button, subscribe, join the freaking Brandon Mason Show. This conversation right now, why is she blaming Trump for her indictment? Like, I'm just saying, you take a look at it. She's blaming Trump. I'm putting my phone up right now, just like you guys. Let me show you guys something right now. If you're watching live like this, on your damn phone like this, like that, let me show you. Yeah. Double tap that damn screen, baby. Hit that like button right now. Run that shit up. We got to get to, where are we at right now in the chat? Let me double tap. Let me refresh my damn screen right now, people. We are at right now, what? 78 likes. People in the chat, if you're watching live, we got to get right now to 100 likes. If you're watching live right now, double tap your damn screens right now, people. Here's my question to you. You're talking about someone who's always against Trump all the time. And not even just against and disagreeing, but just a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know that person just keeps bugging you? You wonder why. You wonder why he's like, yeah, I want to see her get in trouble. Because the whole time you've been just on his case the whole time. And she's going to blame Trump on this, but she has the wrong documents. She signed the wrong shit. She's the one that did this, not Trump. Trump didn't fill out her mortgage paperwork. Right in the chat, how do you guys feel about it right now? Big time in the building. How do you guys feel about it? Are you happy that her ass is in hot water? Let's take a look at this one.
Breaking news that today, New York Attorney General Letitia James, a major foil of Donald Trump's, has been indicted on at least one count of bank fraud. A grand jury in Virginia reached this indictment on the first day they were seated by the newly installed interim U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, former Trump personal attorney Lindsay Halligan. Halligan is the same interim U.S. Attorney who just obtained a criminal indictment against former director of the FBI, Jim Comey, exactly 2 weeks ago. He has pleaded not guilty. Today's development follows immense public pressure from Donald Trump to investigate and indict Attorney General Tish James. MSNBC is reporting this, quote, Trump has demanded that Attorney General Pam Bondi prosecute James. Last Saturday, the president called James, quote, scum in a Truth Social post and says she should be removed from her job. He also railed against her, quote, witch hunt against President Donald J. Trump and others, referring to himself in the third person. Tish James prosecuted the Trump Organization in a blockbuster civil fraud suit. She won a judgment of more than $300 million. That judgment was overturned in August.
Here's the thing. You keep hearing all this stuff like she won this case against Trump, and you find out later in a little fine paperwork, a little fine print, it's like, oh, no, that actually didn't work, and that was overturned. But the overturned part you don't hear about. The media will be like, oh, Trump, he lost the case against her. Then later on, the media doesn't cover the part where it's like, oh, no, actually, no. It was overturned. It was fixed. But nobody got the fixed part. We just got Letitia James wins suit against Trump. Am I right or wrong? And I'm telling you this because I'm being real with you. If it was the other side, I'd say, no, Trump's wrong and this will happen. But I gotta call it like it is. Some people don't like it. White people, black people, Spanish people. Let me tell you something. I'm biracial. I'm white, black, Spanish. I got my whole family coming to town today. I got a Spanish cousin flying in to see me today, landing in Miami airport. The whole point is you love people or you don't. And unfortunately, you got Republicans out. If you're in the chat right now, you a Republican or you a Democrat, drop it in the chat right now. Everybody watching live, as we get closer to 76,000 subscribers, are you Republican or are you a Democrat? Drop it in the chat right now. The reason I'm asking this question is because it is. I grew up with family, biracial, up north, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York. Had a lot of Republicans, a lot of Democrat friends, a lot of Republican, Democrat family. We didn't talk about politics all day. Wasn't really that important, to be honest with you. I was younger, didn't really care that much. As I got older, I said, wait a second. Where's our money going? What's happening? Well, you guys seen some of these clips right now. Letitia James, breaking news. She's in the seat where she can make big decisions, and she was chasing Trump on politics all the time in his corner. Now, take a look at some of these videos right here. I don't know how you feel about it, but let's look at this.
No one is above the law. No one is above the law. No one is above the law. This long-running fraud was intentional, egregious, illegal. No one is above the law.
New York Attorney General Leticia James has been indicted on criminal bank fraud charges.
There's breaking news on News Nation. Letitia James, the New York State Attorney General, has just been indicted on a federal fraud charge, indicted in the Eastern District of Virginia. One count of mortgage fraud after an investigation is what we're hearing at this hour. This case, as has been reported, had centered primarily around how you, from what we understand at least, list your residences. Was it a primary residence in Norfolk, Virginia, or in New York? And now, of course, Letitia James, the Attorney General for the state of New York, who had defeated Donald Trump in court in between his two terms as president, becomes the latest Trump foe to be indicted following James Comey. There have been reports that there'll be more to come. Today, it's James.
I pull this stuff from all over the place. TikTok, YouTube, social media, on Instagram, everywhere, because I want to get everyone's idea, everyone's thought, not just mine. right? And I look at it and I go, okay, well, she really did hound Trump day after day after day. Take a look at this one.
We have breaking news to tell you about out of Virginia, where a federal grand jury has indicted New York Attorney General Letitia James. 3 sources familiar with the matter confirmed to NBC News. James was charged with 1 count of bank fraud after President Trump publicly called for his Justice Department appointees to bring charges against her. As NBC News reported in August, Attorney General Pam Bondi appointed a special attorney to probe mortgage fraud allegations against the New York Attorney General, who brought a successful civil fraud case against President Donald Trump before he retook the presidency. Talk about the significance of this and what more do we know?
Well, of course, this is set against the backdrop of the president having identified Letitia James, a Democratic statewide attorney general for New York, as one of his perceived political enemies. She, of course, in her political career, brought charges against the president and also talked openly in her campaign about wanting to challenge President Trump from a legal point of view. The president's allies have considered that weaponization of the system. And today there is another way of looking at that, as certainly those who are concerned about how this president is involved with the Department of Justice could ask questions about this. It stems from the Federal Housing Authority's work looking at mortgage records, and her records were identified as being potential evidence in this case. We don't yet know if this was the specific evidence brought forward before a grand jury. We've reached out to the Attorney General of New York's office and her counsel, and we await hearing a response from them. But this is a significant event in the context of the president has identified.
Wouldn't you say that this is pretty damn interesting, being that we have someone who was always on Trump's tail, like da-da-da, da-da-da. There's always something. He could cure cancer. It didn't matter. He can help her own kid. He can save somebody's life. He could dive off like Superman, and she'd be like, well, you know what? The way he had his hair. Like, there's those kind of people. I'm not saying you gotta love everything he does. By the way, we are 1 subscriber away from 76,000 subscribers. People in the chat right now, if you're watching live, double tap your screens, hit that damn like button. Shout out to the 1,000 people that are in the chat all the time. Hit that damn like button, subscribe right now, baby, as we get ready to approach numbers on the platform that help us continue to grow bigger, larger, better, with tons of people coming on the show. You're not going to want to miss it. We love and appreciate you.
New subscriber.
Shout out to you beautiful people. I got to roll my damn sleeves up. Roll my damn sleeves up right now. I got a cross right here. I got a cross right here on here that you guys know. You know what I'm saying? I got a cross right there. Let you guys know. I love and appreciate you beautiful people coming on the damn platform right now. And yes, we got more videos for you. I want you guys to take a look at this one because shit is getting a little out of control. Let's move on. I got things I want to show you right now. This guy had a lot to say. Take a look.
As if you think that the day couldn't get better, that the corrupt Attorney General, Letitia James, has just been indicted on bank fraud. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. This is amazing. The news is just breaking. Donald Trump today ended the war between Israel and Palestine. It is just absolutely incredible that one more child, one more mommy will not lose their lives under Donald Trump's watch. And then the icing on the cake is that we just get breaking news that the very same woman that tried to take his property, try to take his money, try to take his freedom, try to smear the name of Donald Trump's name all around New York City and around the rest of the world and around the rest of the country, has just been indicted. This is what you call a fuck around and find out moment. The story's just breaking. This is incredible.
These are the things that we're hearing because look, like I told you, if she didn't continue to hound Trump all the time, people would say, you know, look into it, whatever. You know how it is. You know how it is. The minute you want to pressure someone all the time, shit's not going to work out good for you. You're constantly pressured, man. The minute they can find stuff up, full its extent. You know what it's like. If you're a kid in school, you don't get in trouble that much, something happens, hey, let's have a conversation. You get in trouble all the time and you do something randomly, like, oh, that kid's always in trouble. There's always something that they got to prove, right? And that was part of this. Now, one more thing I want to show you. I'm going to rewind for a second. We're going to get back to our point of the conversation where we started today. When we all wake up in the morning and we get the message, who's going to win the Nobel Peace Prize, right? We got a message on here that said, oh, it's going to be someone, 2026, he can get this, he that. It's 2025. Who is doing more in the world right now than Donald Trump? I'm not even talking about, I'm talking, he don't really sleep. He's on social media. He's traveling. He gets a chance to play golf too. He's out there with his family, his granddaughter or whatever, niece or granddaughter. He's out with her all the time, goes to UM, goes golfing with her, takes her, try to be a good father. He's got some beautiful kids. I don't see them out getting in trouble. I don't see them all getting in trouble. Well, you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump Jr., you got Eric Trump, you got Ivanka Trump. I don't see them getting in trouble. Kai Trump, she's a good student, playing sports. You take a look at Joe Biden, Hunter Biden was massive issue. You know what I'm saying? You go back, you look at that. People are talking about the Epstein list, all that. We got to dive into right now's conversation today. We got 13 minutes left on the show. And I'm saying this, and by the way, starting Monday, the last minutes are always going to be live callers, just so you guys know, starting on Monday. So make sure you put on your calendar. Make sure you put on your calendar right now. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Don't miss a damn show. Get ready, because we got a lot of people calling. Script Box in the building. Script Box said Obama got one for killing innocent people. In the chat, Script Box in the building.
Make some noise!
Do you guys agree with Script Box right now in the chat? Hey, right now, if you agree with Script Box in the chat right now, put an S in the chat right now. If you disagree, put no. Put an S in the chat right now if you agree with Script Box. How you feeling, Script Box conversation? A lot going on YouTube, horizontal. You put some messages out there the other day. We're going to be horizontal, vertical on all social media platforms. You guys are going to love the guests coming on the damn show. Trust me when I tell you, shit's about to get interesting here on our platform. You're not going to want to miss. I've been working so hard to get to the point where we can do this. You see, we're expanding the show. We're expanding the network. I know you guys can't see everything over here. You guys can only see right here. I get it. You guys are in vertical format. But when we're talking about this on a daily basis and having these conversations, every day I was like, Trump's trying to stop Russia-Ukraine. He's trying to stop the war. Do you think that he's trying to stop the war, or do you think he wants to keep it going? Be honest. You think we want to keep on sending our money from U.S. over there and stopping what they're doing? Obviously, he wants to stop the war. I know people are going to say, no, he wants to keep it going. Why would he want to keep it going? Literally, it's not going to help us. Our own people over there fighting. We're vulnerable because we have troops that got to go around the world when they should be here defending our homeland. All this kind of shit. We legit understand. I believe in the chat right now. Who's a better candidate? Trump? Let's do this right now, people in the chat. Trump or Kamala Harris? In the chat right now. I'm asking you guys a question. Who would you rather have in the office right now? Trump or Kamala Harris? I'm asking that question for a specific reason. Because Kamala Harris is just going to be another form of Joe Biden. No, yes or no? Here we go right now. Bang. Trump. Kamala. Newsom. People saying Newsom now. Trump. I see it all in the chat right now. If you're watching live, you better do it again. Type it 2 times. I'm looking at it right now. I see Trump in the chat. I see Harris. I see some Harris is coming in. Mostly Trumps. And these are people all over YouTube. These are people on New York Today's page, South Beach in Miami, on my personal page, sports pages. People coming here on a daily basis, popping in, saying stuff. Type it one more time before we sign off today. I'm looking at it. There's a lot of Trump supporters, boy. This is what I'm saying. This is why Trump's in office. People are like, well, you know what? Kamala Harris is like, I know you guys didn't get what you want to get. No, we got what we wanted to get. You know what I'm saying? We got what we want to get. And here's why I'll leave you with this. Donald Trump is a global icon. Love him or hate him. In order to be or to get a Nobel Peace Prize, there is a little bit of a popularity contest, to be honest. In anything. I don't care what you want to say. This is calling a spade a spade. This is putting it black and white for you to understand right here. No gray area. This is pretty damn obvious. Okay? But for Trump not to win this had to be because the Venezuelan leader over there, Maria Machado, is like, hey, I'm doing a lot. And maybe she is. But I don't think she's doing more than Donald Trump is doing. That's all I'm saying. And the reason why I say that is I don't know anything she did. But those people over there, they know a lot at what Trump is doing. They know a lot of what Trump is doing on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and they're following the lead in the steps of our president here. That would lead me to believe that Trump is more of a leader, definitely in a popularity contest, definitely more important, I would think, to the world right now. And then on top of that, the Nobel Peace Prize is someone that's trying to stop violence and bring peace in the world. Just in our country alone, in the U.S., sending troops to places to stop violence, to stop crime, to stop killings. And that's why I can't stand the people out in Chicago that are like, don't send them here. We don't want them here. We don't want them here. Bullshit. The people walking around there might be people out in the streets marching with a damn thing. Hey, my friend told me to come. At the end of the day, what are you walking around for? You got killings going on a daily basis. They had just like Labor Day weekend or whatever it was, had like 20-some people shot, like 6 people killed, 7 people killed, whatever, on a weekend. And people are like, well, end of the day, we don't need the troops. No, you need the troops because the police can't handle it, or they would have handled it already. And then, here was the famous line. We're so much further down than we were last year. You had 20-some people shot in one weekend. Regardless of how you spin it, if you had 100 killings and now you're at 80, yeah, you came down. You're not down far enough, so we got to stop it. And that's what Trump's trying to do. D.C. trying to stop it, right? Sending troops out there to Portland, trying to organize, trying to get people to relax, calm down. Then now, the wars, Ukraine, Russia, trying to stop that. Hamas, right? All that over there, went over there and shot a freaking rocket underground, bang, blew that shit up. Israel had the whole conflict over there. Gaza. Now we got the whole peace thing they're celebrating. Thank you, Trump. These are the things that equate to Nobel Peace Prizes. And I'm not saying this because I'm like, hey, I'm a super Republican. I'm telling you because I'm seeing someone try to create peace around the world. Democrats are going to tell you, and look, I'm being honest with you, and I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. I love everybody in the chat. Just know that. I don't care what you are. I love and appreciate you. And I'm not trying to say you're a Democrat, so I don't like you. I don't like any of your views. That's not what I'm saying. So if you're joining the show right now, that's not what I'm saying. And we have everybody on the show. And I told you we got athletes coming on here next week. Finally got the damn studio up and running properly. As you can see, a lot of things are happening. We got athletes coming on, white, black, Spanish. They have different views. We got politicians coming on. We have gays, transgenders coming on. They're going to tell some stories on here. I got UFC fighters. We got a bare knuckle fighter coming on. Her face is all busted up. She's coming on the show. I got ex-military, or I guess you're military, always military, right? Coming on the show. You're going to love that. And as I'm sitting here talking on my damn chat right now, let me tell you something. I'm sitting here. You know why I'm comfortable? I want to tell you something right now. I didn't get a chance to tell you today. I'm wearing my Black Crest shorts. And I've been telling people this. One of our sponsors, yes. But I don't take sponsors on unless I like them. I got a bunch of sponsors that are going to be right here, right on this screen here. A bunch of things that will be covering right here. This is here. This is X-Teeny. You're going to see a bunch of shit. I'm going to show you. I'm going to remove the bottom of the screen here so you guys can take a look on this desk. There's going to be a lot of things lining up right here. Okay? This is Super Dad. You know what I'm saying? This is Black Crest over here. Sorry, Black Crest. We got X-Teeny. We got more things that I'm going to start putting up here from our sponsors. And I got a bunch of clothes right here, actually, that I need to put up on the screen, which I will be doing. But I want you guys to understand something. I bring on sponsors to our show because I love what they do and what they represent. And I'm just telling you, ladies out there, this is a whole men's line. So if you want to buy your husband something nice, and I'm telling you, go on there on the website, blackcrest.com. I'm wearing the shorts. If I stand up all the way, let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this or not. You probably can't see the logos and all this, but I'm wearing these shorts here. They have the nice color grays. They got whites. They got blues. They got blacks. They got camo right here. Which I'm doing open boxing on the show here next week. And I'm just telling you, if you ladies in here in the chat right now want to get your husband something nice, blackcrest.com, use discount code Brandon25. I'm just telling you right now, Brandon25. I don't get paid for it, so you don't got to use my code if you don't want to. You can go on the site and just buy whatever you want. I'm just saying, Brandon25 gets you 25% off the freaking website on blackcrest.com. And I'm using this shit on a daily basis. Like I'm wearing it because it's so damn comfortable. You don't got to wear underwear. You can just wear their shorts. You don't need underwear ever. I'm just telling you, ladies out there, it makes your husband look like their legs are nicer too. It fits nice. Their gear is nice. Their hoodies, everything. So I had to put that out there because I explained them a bunch of times, but I want to really let you know. Blackcrest.com, Brandon25. Go out there and do that. One of our sponsors. We love and appreciate them. I just want you guys to know it isn't just because of that, because I'm not getting paid for the shit, to be honest, for the website link. I'm not getting paid for that. They're a sponsor of the show, but I only take on shit that I like. Now, people that are coming in here right now, I greatly appreciate you. And I did see something that came into the building right now. Script Bot, we appreciate you, baby. We appreciate you.
Make some noise!
Script Bot in the damn building. We appreciate the super chat. Let me tell you something. Everyone that comes in here right now, if you're a subscriber of the show, let me just tell you something. You've been a part of this journey all the way to right now, right? It's about to get amazing. The show is about to get amazing. I'm telling you, with the people coming on, I had to make it perfect. They're going to be generating and hard. You're going to see them sitting next to me up on here. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Make sure you freaking, I'm telling you this, hit the like button, subscribe right now. Join our freaking crew. Hit 76,000 today. We're on the goal to hit 80,000, and we're running it up. People in the building right now, I love and appreciate you. We'll be live every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. It's Friday. Have a hell of a weekend. I'm getting ready to go right now and get back to my house and hang out with my family for their weekend watching sports all weekend. I'll be posting over social media. If you have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, any of that, when you get off the show, go add me because I'm going to add you back today. But when I sign off, listen, people, you got to do it right away because if you don't do it, I'm not going to know who came from the show. So make sure when I get off the show today, go add me on all social media and I will see you and leave a message so I can follow you back. Let me know it's you. Put a message on the video. Do what you got to do. Say, hey, I watched your show today. Comment, I watched your show today because I'm going to follow you back today. Okay, I'm just telling you that right now. First and foremost, I love and appreciate you. All my moderators, love and appreciate you. Lala, Christina, Chrome, Pimple Mama, Tracy, everybody that comes to the damn chat, Christine, all these new people. Listen, I'm looking at the message right now. I always forget because I had more moderators. Big Bill in the building always shows up. Look, I love everybody that comes into the building. Thank you so much for joining our show. Jalay, how you feeling? Welcome to the show. Scriptbot, Brenda, everybody right now as I get ready to sign off. Leave a message in the chat right now, everybody. I'm getting ready to sign off. I absolutely love and appreciate every single one of you that join our show. You're going to see the logo pop up on the screen in 1 second. All my moderators, listen, all my moderators for sure. Plump, I greatly appreciate you too. I don't care. I still appreciate you so much. Plump, I know Plump always likes to talk shit. I still love and appreciate you. And I'm going to get you to call in. Today, I was looking for your name again. I didn't see it on there. I saw you earlier. I'm going to get you to call in because I want to hear everything you got to say. I'm excited about it. And I also want to see a lot of other people call in. We have attorneys calling in too, which is going to be absolutely amazing like we've had it before, covering Diddy and all that stuff, what's about to happen. So if you're in the show right now, I greatly appreciate you. Jojo, appreciate you. And who doesn't in the building right now? I'm taking a look at your name. Z, Palma, I appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, whoever comes in the chat right now, some people talk shit. It is what it is. We love and appreciate you anyway. I'm getting ready to sign off right now. You're going to see the logo pop up on the screen. All the moderators, all the people watching right now, give it 15 seconds, refresh your screen, and leave a freaking message on the video on YouTube, baby. I'll see all you guys on Monday morning. Take care.
What's been the reaction like, Connor? We're seeing some places where they're opening chapters, like Rutgers University, getting some pushback from professors and other places. What's been the reaction for you at your university?
I encourage members to stay confident and stay bold.